Okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
We're
So
live.
first of all, Deborah, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. And I know how busy you are being a nurse and a frontliner, and you're doing your health and wellness, fitness, and on behalf of Inspiring Minds and High-End Vibes Retreat with Catherine, my co-host. We want to welcome you. Thank you so much for your time, and I really
Thank you so much, John, for having me. John and Catherine, thank you.
Thank you for taking the
great.
time.
Thank you.
So tell a little bit more about who you are.
Okay, so I'm a registered nurse, and I'm a fitness professional as well. And I've been nursing for almost 30 years now. I worked in the emergency department at Sunnybrook, and then I also was a traveling nurse in the States.
Nice.
Yeah, and now for the last 10 years, I've been working in the PACU, and since March, the beginning of, I guess the middle of March, I actually volunteered myself to be redeployed to the ICU. So currently I'm working, is actually a level 2 ICU now. So that's basically where I'm based right now.
Wow. So
yeah.
Being a nurse and being so much into fitness, how do you keep yourself disciplined to eat well, even when you're tired? When you're tired, you don't want to eat anything.
I know,
How
Catherine,
do you do it?
It can be hard. It can be hard, especially when you're working nights. The days are fine with me. You know what, though? In all honesty, it is discipline and it's mindset. It's mindset. I have no other option. This is my lifestyle, and I choose to exercise 6 days a week, and I choose to eat healthy. So, and it's really no option for me. It's the only way that I can keep doing what I'm doing.
So if you're up all night, do you still eat every 3 hours, or do you have a plan before you're up all night how do you do it?
You know what? So when I'm up all night, I like to exercise before I go to work. So right. I will get maybe 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I don't get a whole lot of sleep when I do work nights. So I get 5 to 6 hours, and I'll get up as long as I do some kind of movement, whether it's 20 or 30 minutes, it makes me feel good, right? And I usually do a supported fast. So which I will have like amino acids to support my muscle, my protein synthesis to continue to not lose muscle mass. So continue to supported fast. And then when I get to work, I'll eat maybe every 3 to 4 hours. Wow. And it's healthy choices. Usually I like to eat in volume. So I will have like a big salad with a lean protein. So.
And you know what? I see that you're posting up on Facebook. I don't have Instagram, but I see you working out, and you look great. And I feel like just watching you, I got so tired.
Oh my goodness, John!
Tell me that I need to get wow.
I work so I do. I work full time as a registered nurse, and as well, I was before COVID, I was teaching 8 classes at Good Life Fitness. Wow. So now I'm teaching my classes online. So on Instagram Live, I try and teach at least 5 days a week, and it's usually in the morning. I actually taught today at 4. So I taught a spinning class at 4 o'clock. And you know what? It makes me feel better, and it makes me feel more alive. And it's awesome. Very important when you're with the job that I'm working in.
Well, and what do you do? Sorry, John, I'm asking her because I want to know all these questions. What do you do when you have like a major sweet tooth craving and it's, 3 a.m? Do you just have that discipline, that focus, or do you kind of indulge sometimes?
To be honest, I really don't indulge anymore. I used to, but it's not even worth it for me. So my indulging would be dark chocolate, or I'll have like a protein bar, something sweet along that line. But like I like isogenics, so something along that line I would have, or a shake.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, as a frontliner, we do appreciate you being out there day in, day out, and the rest of your, you know, colleagues across Canada and other frontliners. And, you know, it is a tough job. And, you know, what I wanted to ask, or many people are probably asking, is how do you stay focused mentally? Because you know there's quite a number of people that are staying home during this period of time of isolation. Like, how do you stay focused for yourself? Because you know a lot of people are fearful nowadays of going to work or going anywhere. Like, how do you maintain your focus and not being so afraid?
You know what, John? When my manager came to me in March and we discussed being redeployed to ICU, there definitely was a fear, no matter what, like for sure. So there was actually two of my other girlfriends from the PACU that were redeployed. So the three of us are together, and I'm so very grateful for that. And the manager on the ICU has been fantastic, and the educator. All this, we have had phenomenal support from the ICU staff. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be working. I'm grateful to be a nurse. I don't feel a fear. I feel that we do have the proper PPE.
Nice.
Yeah, I do. And I really honestly, I just feel really grateful that I'm able to work. And I feel grateful that I'm in the position that I'm in. I feel very blessed.
How do the hospitals look at this time? Are you really busy, or do you have a lot of time, or is it just like a regular day?
So the PACU, the PACU, they're not busy. So, but I'm going to be honest, working in the ICU, I'm actually in the level 2 ICU. It's very busy. I'm not going to lie about that. It is very busy. It's very intense. And my shifts go by very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, but I work with a great group of women and men. They're all very supportive. So I feel very blessed with the people that I'm working with.
Well, you know, what I want to ask you is, how do there's quite a number of people that, you know, from your own what you've seen, your insight regarding, you know, social distancing, is that one of the best way to protect ourselves? I mean, from your own experience or all those years being in the front line, is that something really one of the best ways besides, you know, washing your hands? What kind of advice would you give to a lot of people who doesn't think it's real, right? There's quite a number of people that are on social media.
I think definitely the most important is for sure to wash your hands, definitely. I feel that it's important to wear a mask.
Great.
That I feel is very important. I think washing your hands and wearing a mask, those are the two most important.
I'm glad you said that, because there's quite a number of young people, you know, like in globally, that are just out there saying, I'm not going to get it. It's only for old people, right? So, you know, that's kind of what the feedback or what I've seen in the news are everywhere. And I'm like, I'm not sure if many of them have read up on the virus, but I'm kind of glad that you've mentioned that, because, you know, it is important. And we live in a world nowadays that we just don't know. It's so uncertain nowadays, right? And coming from an expert like you, I think most of the individuals who's listening or watching, they'll take it a bit more seriously. So
yeah, I think it's really important that you live a healthy lifestyle as well. I think that is really key.
And what are some of the new challenges that you find that you're dealing with at this time, if any?
Well, it's really it's a whole new way of nursing, really. I mean, we go in, we have to wear a mask all the time. We're wearing PPE all the time. That alone can be pretty stressful, and so we're not used to that, right?
And do you find it with your breathing? Because I know when I wear a mask, I have kind of trouble breathing normally. So do you find that with yourself, or do you have special masks, or? it's just...
We do have the N95, so
Okay.
we wear the N95 when it's appropriate to wear the N95. Otherwise, we wear the regular surgical mask. I guess it's just the new norm, Catherine.
Yeah.
It's the new norm. It's just the way it is. No other
Okay.
option, right? I mean, it gets really hot, and
Yeah.
you really have no other choice.
Right.
It is what it is, right? You have to protect yourself.
Like, do you think a lot of individuals out there, you know, that are staying home, they're not fit, they're not moving, because I see you're working out, you're trying to stay fit as much as possible.
Yes.
You know, I think it's great because, you know, you're moving your healthy body, healthy mind. And for some people, what kind of advice would you give them right nowadays that are not just doing anything, you know, I mean, to boost their immune system, you know?
I would definitely recommend to get on a healthy lifestyle, start exercising, active movement, whatever that may be for you. If you're just starting out, start by walking 20 minutes a day. Start by doing some stretching. Change your diet. Eat more whole foods. Anything that can really get you on that path of a clear mind and an active, healthy lifestyle, whatever that is for you, it's very important for me. That is key for me.
And are you seeing anyone, like a particular kind of person, women, men, smokers, or who are more affected by this COVID-19?
Yeah, mostly with medical problems,
Okay.
whether it be heart disease, lung disease, smokers, diabetes.
Okay.
So now I really believe that taking care of your health is key.
It doesn't matter what age, right? Doesn't matter what age.
Doesn't matter what age. It does not matter. No. This is like the new norm. You really have to take care of yourself.
Right.
And supplements too. I take a lot of supplements.
Like
a lot of vitamins.
Like what kind of vitamins, and you can share with us what kind of supplements? Like, I want to know so I could probably take it too.
Well, my favorite is definitely Isogenics. I'm not gonna lie. So I take everything from Isogenics. I take the multivitamin, the vitamin C. I take the shakes, the Ionic Supreme, the cleanse. So
Wow.
I am constantly flooding my body with nutrition, constantly.
And have you changed anything in your diet or workout regime because of the COVID, just to boost your own immune system? Or
No, you know what? To be honest, Catherine, I've been like this for many years.
Okay.
I've been living a healthy lifestyle for many years. Anybody that knows me knows that this is the way I am. I'm so grateful that this is the lifestyle that I choose to live. But I mean, to be honest, 30 years ago,
Wow.
I've definitely changed. I was not always this way. So I
So
definitely have my own testimonial of not being on that path.
Well, when was that moment for you that you just decided to make that switch?
It started when I was in the third year of nursing college. That's when it started. But it's a process. It's not easy. But once you're there, it's like you have no other option.
Right. So you work out every day, and I see that.
Pretty much every day. Yeah.
I want to join you, but I can't get up at 6:30. That's like too early for me. I'm in bed at that time. Like, I'm still sleeping. You know what I mean? It's.
I can save my videos for you, John.
Okay.
Don't you worry.
I'll just watch them, and I feel like I had a workout after that. You know. But what kind
I'm
of?
sure she can kick your butt. You got to get on my Instagram.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
And John, I also drink healthy water too. That's really important.
It's right here, see?
Yes, Kangen water, alkaline water. I actually bring a gallon of water to work with me.
Yeah?
Yes, I do. And it's the Kangen water.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water too.
Yeah, so I drink a lot of water.
I'm in the washroom every hour.
What's that?
I'm in the washroom every hour. Like,
yeah.
That's good. It's good for you. It's good for you.
So am I, John. So am I.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Kind of how's the support group with the community nowadays? Like everywhere. now that most of them know that you're a frontliner, you're helping with a lot of in the ICU. What kind of support group are you? The feedback that you're getting from the community?
Feedback from the community, phenomenal. Yeah, phenomenal. People, very well supported. I work with, especially the core group that I work with I'm very grateful.
How are they feeling about it? Is everyone pretty relaxed, or are some people more?
I wouldn't say really relaxed. It's not an easy, I'm going to be honest, it's not an easy job.
Yeah.
Well, relaxed.
It's not. And then working 12 hours. So coming from the PACU, we worked 8 hours. So now we're working 12 hours, but we have more days off. So we work 2 days, 2 nights, and we have 5 off. So we're grateful for our time off, but when we're focused. It's hard work. We're tired at the end of our shift. And that's why it's really important that I do exercise and I do eat healthy.
And what are some of your future goals that you're working on, if any, that you know of right now?
My future goals, I'm currently branding myself with my fitness. So my focus right now is my brand is called Get 50 Fit. Okay. So I'm 51 years old, and we're just currently working on a YouTube channel.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's sort of my goal right now.
And is it for people that are 50 and over to get them in shape?
I want to focus on women that are 50 years old and older.
Okay.
And just really encourage women that, you can be fit at any age. You really can.
I think that's great. What about the men? I mean, us men too, there's a lot of guys.
Yeah, the men too, but I'm sort of just focused more on getting women healthy. So that's sort of my main focus.
I mean, I'm not there yet, but when I'm 50 someday, I'll look back, I'll be like, oh my God, like that's crazy workout. No, I think it's great. And because so many people that around that age of 50, 51, 52, like I meet so many different kinds of people, and I think I should just let them know and watch your video because they let themselves go. Like, just to be honest, some of them are like 50, they look like they're 90. Like, I hate to be mean. Yeah. They should go back into working out. And I think that would be a lot better for them.
Yeah, you know what? Nowadays, it's like you really need to take care of your health. You really do. You shouldn't take it for granted.
And you, Deborah, you exude a healthy lifestyle. You're perfect for this because you walk your talk and you can really tell that, you know what you're talking about.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you.
What kind of advice are you giving to your coworkers about, nutrition and, that are lacking energy or
you know what, my colleagues, I've worked with them for many years and they watch me. It's up to them, right? It's up to them. They see the lifestyle I live, and it's a personal choice. It's really up to you if you want to live a healthy lifestyle or not. So.
Yeah, I'm not even your colleague, but I can't keep up with your energy. I've met you once, and you came to my event. I was like, man, it's a lot of energy. I was like, whoa. I mean,
Thank you, John.
And I'm a pretty hyper person. I've got a lot of energy, but
yes,
and other people that have more.
But you live a healthy lifestyle too, John.
Right? I do.
Yes.
I mean,
what do you think is the biggest fear or issues that people have that they don't work out? Is it they're afraid to work? They're afraid that it's too complicated, or what's your thoughts on that?
I just probably think it's laziness. To be honest, I do. Yeah. I do.
So what would you say to someone?
You have to take the time, right? You have to take the time to exercise. When I'm working a 12-hour shift, oops, I hope I don't lose you. Are you still there?
Yes, we're here.
Okay. When I'm working a 12-hour shift, I will get up at 4:30 and I will work out for 30 to 45 minutes before I go on a 12-hour shift.
Wow.
So you have to make the time. Really, it's up to you. You have to make the time to do that. Just like you have to make the decision that you want to live a healthy lifestyle.
Of course.
So,
and do you think sorry, John, on the nursing side of things, do you think that people are afraid to go to the hospital in this time, or?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. The volume has decreased. Going through the emergency department for sure. The numbers have definitely went down during this time.
Okay.
I mean, somebody should be at that door emergency. No, stay home and get fit.
Get 50 fit.
Get 50 fit. That's right.
So here's a question for you, Deb. So,
yes.
So the last couple months, 3 months, it's an unprecedented time. We've never been in this kind of situation. The whole world stopped. So what are some of your insights that you've learned, from this period of time, from this pandemic, like being at home or working as a nurse, and what's your insight overall on what?
You know what, for John, for me,
yeah,
my life, nothing has stopped for me.
Okay.
Nothing has stopped. I'm so very grateful that I am a nurse. I encourage my daughter, who is 16, to be a nurse, and I don't even really need to encourage her. She has watched me. She looks up to her mother, and
awesome.
yeah, and she wants to be a nurse as well.
Wow.
So for me, nothing has stopped. I continue to work. I continue to work out. I'm teaching for my peeps on Instagram Live. So nothing has stopped for me.
That's awesome, because during this period of time, it seems like this is the only time where people really think about who they are as a person, what they're doing in life. Now a lot of them are trying to be more active, staying fit. In some ways it's good, but does it have to be something like this to really happen, right? I mean,
I know, right?
And I was just sharing with some friends that growing up, I used to bike ride, and I see families like bike riding, that they're lawn and playing again. I mean, we live in a world that's so fast paced. Everything's on the go, and it's kind of nice that You know
what, John? I have to be honest. This sort of reminds me. I grew up on the farm in a small little town of 2,100, and it reminds me of my childhood years.
Yes.
The pandemic. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Everything has like slowed down.
What kind of farm? Did you guys had corn?
We had dairy.
Oh,
Dairy.
wow.
Yeah, we were really hard workers. We lived out in the country, and it was 5 miles access to anything, right?
I wish we knew.
Nothing was at our fingertips. Nothing.
Did you just decide to go into the big city, or did your whole family move, or just
my whole family moved?
Okay.
My whole family moved, and then I went into nursing, and my family was in Newmarket, so then I came here to Newmarket. Well, I'm in Aurora now, and yeah.
I wish I knew you back then. I'll go to your farm and go do some cow tipping.
It was fun, but that I quite often say that to my daughter, that this pandemic completely reminds me of growing up on the farm when everything just slowed right down.
What did you think coming from such a small city into a bigger city? Was it strange for you?
I was ready to leave.
Okay.
I was ready to leave. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We worked so hard. Yeah.
Wow.
Growing up on the farm is hard work.
What does your daughter think about this pandemic? Does she have any fears, or is she pretty easygoing?
She's pretty easygoing. She's in a very good routine. She works out every day too. And she's 16 and she's working almost every day. So she works at the bulk barn, and I'm so very grateful. And she does her school online from 1 till 2. So she's in a great routine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's so important to set up a routine. And
oh my God, Catherine, it's so important. especially for teenagers.
Of course. Well, anyone, because then you don't get sidetracked and you don't,
Yes.
go into, when you're off routine, sometimes you fall into a bit of a depression, or so it really helps your mind and your body, your soul, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, John, do we have any questions from our viewers?
Any questions out there? Because you pretty much asked a lot of questions, and
I hope my phone doesn't die.
if it does,
It's telling me it's on low battery mode.
is it? Well, you can, if you want to plug it in, it's good. And any questions out there who wants to know about more of our frontline heroes? And I think it's great that we recognize a lot of these healthcare professionals, nurses, doctors, frontline heroes, because for the longest time we watched so much stuff on TV, athletes and different kind of heroes. But these are like the, for all you folks out there that are the real heroes who's making a difference in day-to-day lives. And that's why my company, Inspiring Minds, we want to bring out, people from your own backyard, community who's really doing this. So please ask a question. If not, Catherine and I will ask questions.
We always come up with
Catherine's all the way. Where you at? Like the Cayman Islands right now?
Yes, yes, exactly. That's exactly where I'm at. Everything is beautiful here. I got my workout in as well today, so I'm a big.
Right on, Catherine.
I'm a big fitness fanatic, so
I can see that. You look like you live a healthy lifestyle to me.
I try.
She's also like, you were like Miss Quebec.
Oh gosh. Okay,
Really?
20 years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I did compete in a few fitness competitions, so that's why I asked you about them.
Yeah, you know what? I have competed. I three or four times.
Okay.
I have competed, but not. I haven't done the organization. I haven't done SAP. I haven't done that one.
Which one have you done?
Oh my goodness, I did IDFA. I don't even know. Ontario Physique, is that? I can't even remember. I know they've changed names, Catherine. So
that is a very challenging, just, working 9 to 5 or having a regular schedule. So I can only imagine how challenging it was being a nurse, having no water in the last few weeks, or not weeks, I don't remember exactly, but being dehydrated. So how did you cope? Like, how were you still focused, and how did you get through those challenging times?
We actually have a, go ahead. Sorry. I'm just, there's a message.
It just all goes back to mindset and discipline, Catherine. But I never put my body to the point where it was unhealthy.
Okay.
I just, you know what? I couldn't do it just because of my lifestyle.
Right.
I didn't go to the point of dehydration, and I never came in first. So there you go. That's probably why.
Yeah, but health is so much more important than.
Health is so much important. Yeah, it is.
So
yeah, it can be unhealthy. It can come to the point to be unhealthy as well. So
we've got a question over here from the chat asking, how do you think the new company will help you moving forward to get 50 fit, and how does Kangen water help you?
Oh, Kangen water. So Kangen water, I mean, it helps to prevent disease. It's alkaline water. I mean, John, you know more about Kangen water than I do. You're a pro with Kangen water. So you were the one that initially introduced me to Kangen water. But it prevents disease. It puts us more into an alkaline than an acidic state. Isn't that right, John?
That's correct. Yes. And it's hydrogen water too. So.
Yes. Yeah.
And just asking about you moving forward to get 50 fit. How do you think the new company will help you moving forward to get 50 fit? What if somebody is like, let's just say not 50, just 49?
You can join. I'll be there to help.
That's awesome. And then does your like, you've got, how many siblings do you have? Just out of
My sister Tracy and an older brother Jerry.
Wow, and you guys are pretty close, right?
And we all live the same lifestyle.
It's awesome because I see pictures of you and your sisters, and you guys, you've run retreats too, because Catherine has done retreats. So that's
I do.
Yes, my sister and I ran a retreat. I guess it was last year. Yes, last January. It was amazing.
So how do you think all of this will change? Are you going to try and do like retreat?
I think it will change for sure, Catherine. I think it's going to be a whole new world out there.
So your new company, is it going to be only online, or are you going to have meetings in?
It's going to be online.
Okay, only online.
My focus is just to be online.
And is it going to be different programs with nutritional meal plans and all that stuff?
Yep, nutrition. So more like my title will be a health and wellness coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people talk about mental health, and you know, what about, you know, the physical is amazing. You know, a lot of people are working on it. What about the mental state of a lot of these your coworkers or individuals that are going through some tough times? What kind of advice that you could give them if they're having a hard time, you know, coping and going to work every day? Because I do know some healthcare workers, right, frontliners, that are really scared. So what kind of advice would you give them daily, you know?
I also think that it's important to have some kind of a spiritual, I mean, I believe in God, so.
Nice.
Yeah, so for me, I'm praying all the time. So for me, that's really important. So spiritually, mentally, and physically, putting it all together.
Okay, do you set a time for meditation or praying, or how does that look like for you?
Before I start my day.
Okay.
I don't really, to be honest, I don't take a whole lot of time to meditate, but I'm in constant prayer, without a doubt. Constant prayer, constant gratitude.
And do you set your intention for the day, or do you have do you pray, do you say a prayer, or how do you do
I just ask for guidance.
Okay.
Before I walk into that hospital, I just ask for guidance and protection.
Okay. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because, you know, there are a lot of individuals that I meet.
I think that's really important.
Yeah. And, you know, just being balanced and strong mindset, and do your day. You can only do so much, right? I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. You know, you got to have that connection, spiritual connection.
Very important. Very important.
Keeps people, you know, getting to A to B.
Yeah.
Well, protection is so important energetically, right? Because everyone looks up to you, they all want you, your energy, and it can be, I bet, really draining on you. So if you're strong at your core, then you're good. But
yeah, exactly.
So
exactly.
Here's just a question for you. The last 3 months you've been working, what is the most kind of like the best thing that you've ever seen out there, that the most grateful things that happened to you, or with individuals that you've seen, you know, in a hospital, could be a patient? What is one of the greatest things that good reminder about your job? Right.
You know what? It's been a real eye-opener for me working in the ICU, for sure. Grateful for my health, grateful for my family, grateful to come home every day to my daughter. I have so much to be grateful for. You still there?
Yeah, we're watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's I definitely had to step outside of it was for sure. I had some fear of going to the ICU, no doubt about it. But it's been a learning experience, a phenomenal learning experience, and I'm very grateful.
And is that where you think you want to stay?
I have no idea. That's hard. That's a hard one, Catherine. That's a tough one. I do enjoy working in the PACU. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Well, you know, I mean, it is a tough job, and I'm so grateful that, you know, that you've sharing this with a lot of people out there, because it gives them not just something to look forward to, but it gives them everybody hope, right? And that's why I'm so glad that you came on, because this is a time of an unprecedented time that people are looking for answers, looking for hope for this uncertain time, for a better future, because we don't know when this is gonna end. But we're just really grateful we do have some, people like you out there who's really making a difference, and I think they should be more acknowledgement to them, not just like this period of time, right? And that's why I'm glad that Catherine and I, like, this is a special interview, right? And you are a very special person indeed.
Thank you so much, John. Thank you. And thank you, Catherine.
Thank you for taking the time. I know you're probably tired, and
so
I'm okay. So mindset, right?
Yes, exactly. Mindset.
If anyone has a question out there, so please do so, and if not, we'll ask a few more questions, because I know we want to make sure Deb and not just get some rest, but how you can get a hold of her, right? And if they want to keep in touch and they want to stay fit, and that's something that she can share with us later on, right?
Sure. And also, people want to know more about isogenics. Someone asked that question, so maybe you can share something about isogenics, or where they can get more information about it.
Yeah.
They can there's information on either Facebook or Instagram. They can direct message me if they have any questions about the product. For me, it definitely has brought my health to another level.
That's awesome.
Without a doubt.
I mean, for somebody your age, you don't even look like it, just like, like I go back to it. I've seen people that just at their age just let it go. So, that's why Inspiring Minds, we're raw, we're real, we don't BS, and we just want to get to the core, right?
Yes.
And so if somebody's starting out to be a nurse, just is probably my final question to you. And because I know my friends' daughters and studying to become a nurse in this period of time, they got really scared, right? And make them think twice. And is there any advice that you could give them that you see that's that's very fulfilling, that you go through every day? Because a lot of these young folks, they're probably like, no, forget it. I mean, I don't want to do it.
I encourage it more now than ever. For my daughter, I encourage her more now than ever to become a nurse. Not to have any fear. I'm so grateful for my career as a nurse. More now than probably my whole career. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just keeps getting better.
Is there anything that you want to share that will kind of support? I mean, you're in my prayers daily, so just to let you know.
Any final words that you want to share with us?
Yeah.
Just to be honest, most important is spirituality. Mentally, physically, try and live a healthy lifestyle, exercise, and especially now more than ever.
And what's your Instagram page, so we can get all, doing your workout, and John can finally join Instagram?
Yeah, that would be awesome. It's DW Fit Physiques, which is PHY. It's kind of difficult. It should be a little bit more simpler. So DW Fit Physiques 123. Deborah Wright, spelled Deborah Wright.
And you do daily workouts, right? Daily.
Pretty much every day I'm doing a workout.
What time can we find you on there?
Depending on what shift I'm working. Tomorrow morning I'll be on at 8:30 in the morning.
Well,
so join me, Catherine.
Oh, yes. Awesome. I have a 2-year-old, so we'll both be joining you perhaps.
Oh my gosh, yes. So tomorrow morning is 8:30, and my workout is saved to IGTV. So you can also do you can do it later in the day. Today I was 4 o'clock just because I worked all night.
Yeah, Catherine, I mean, you're up early. You're like 5 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
I'm up at 5:30, so 8 is like late afternoon for me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Join in tomorrow morning, 8:30. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 is going to be a boot camp. So that would be awesome.
That's right, Catherine. Like, I see you, you know, messaging my messenger. I'm like, looking. I'm like, who the hell is this? Like, 5 in the morning. I'm like, I'm sleeping.
I know.
I know you're up early, so maybe, you know, you and Deb could do a workout, and I'll try to get used to it. And
For sure. For sure. Discipline, mindset, John.
Mindset and discipline. Yep.
you know, I just watch Deb, and I feel like I had a workout. But
so much, and I am going to definitely check that out for sure.
That would be great.
And you know, what you could do is when we finish off, just kind of like make a comment and where they can find you on Instagram and your website, and how to get a hold of you, because there's quite a number of people and that should be working out. You know?
Yeah. So DW Fit Physique 123. That's on Instagram, and right now I'm just starting my rebranding myself, which is Get 50 Fit. So that's also on Instagram, but it's brand new. I'm also on LinkedIn, and then of course Facebook. So those 3.
Yeah, I'll be like, basic people, read this. Connect with Deb. So that's what I'm gonna be, you know. But you know, I don't have any more questions for you. I don't think anybody has more questions, and if Catherine does, but you know, I do appreciate you coming on, and you pretty much gave us most of the insight and advice what you guys are going through, and our thoughts and our prayers, and always, you know, we'll be with the Frontliner.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you having me on today. And it was nice to meet you, Catherine. Nice to see you again, John.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, and stay healthy.
You too. Stay safe, stay healthy, and you know, just, you know, later on we'd love to have you as a part 2, just an update on what, you know, where you at and
absolutely
what's happening,
and more about your company as well, because it's developed. I'd love to have more information about it. Maybe you can tell us more about different programs you'll be offering. So yeah, we'll talk about it next.
That would be great.
Thanks, Deb. We appreciate you. Thank you for everything that you're doing for us.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate being here.
And everyone, thank you for joining in. And you know how to get a hold of Deb. And you know, thank you for tuning in. And this is on Facebook Live on behalf of me and Catherine. Everyone have a wonderful evening.
Have a great
evening.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.